So here if we assign a constant to its first value, and then we try to do it again to a different value, we get warning, already initialized constant, a constant. You also get this same warning if I tried to define a method and dynamically reassign that constant. This actually gives a syntax error. You can still dynamically define the constant, but you just need to use some different syntax. In this case, it's going to be object const set. And this will actually give a warning. So it's very important to pay attention to these warnings if you really care about enforcing these constants. So here's another example. I've got a company owner, which is myself. And so this is a string. With this type of object, this object is a mutable object. And if I do a destructive action, for example, g sub bang, and for some reason somebody didn't like eyes, and they just, for some formatting reason, needed to get rid of eyes in something, we've taken out the eyes. But if we go back to the original constant, you can see that it's been changed. That's not what we want. So let's try this again. So if we try that again, and we use freeze, we can even ask the object, are you frozen? It returns true. And try to do the destructive action now. And we get an error. So this will happen for many different types of objects. So common things are going to be arrays, strings, and hashes. Those can all be modified. But any custom-made objects that can be mutated as well will do the same thing. You can always check if you've got the same object by checking object ID. So what you need to do if you really wanted to mutate this, you would dupe it. And then you do your g sub bang, I, and then you got your thing. And we can see that what that returns is not going to be the same as your original object ID. Those are different. They're not equal. We can make sure our original object is still the same. Hey, if you like this sort of thing, subscribe to my newsletter and get these posts delivered directly to your inbox. Thanks.